What if I told you you don't actually want a course? Not really. Whether you've already launched your program and your students aren't getting the results you hoped for, or you're in the planning phase, this video is for you. What you want, what you're really after, are successful students. Because successful students, they don't just finish your program, they become raving fans, repeat buyers, and your best sales team. If you're tired of building courses that don't convert or retain, this video is going to change the way you think about online education forever. And stick around until the end because I will share one shift you can make today that transforms your content from meh to magnetic and starts multiplying your students' success immediately. Let's get it. All right. So first we got to reframe what a course actually is. Maybe you already have something live, but it's not performing like you expected, or maybe you're building your course for the first time and you want to get it right. Either way, what I'm about to share will shift your approach. When most people say course, what they're picturing is a curriculum in an online portal, otherwise known as a self-paced program. But curriculum doesn't always equal transformation. Yes, handing someone a curriculum can get them results, but on its own, it rarely creates amazingly successful students. That doesn't mean a self paced program might not be the right fit for you. Self paced programs and courses, they're not dead, but they are just packaging. And your goal isn't to package expertise, it's to create movement and momentum. For example, one of our clients, Tori Archbold, has a really successful self-paced program. Tori's known as the girl who knows everyone. So, unsurprisingly, a program about how to use connections to grow your business made a lot of sense for her to launch. And we co-created a self-paced mini course called Network Like a Pro that students could finish in 45 minutes. It got them quick results like LinkedIn profile updates and Tori's Coffee Connections framework. This program flew off the digital shelves with a few simple announcements, and students had great results like immediately. It put them on pathways to higher ticket programs that Tori offers and her in-person events as well. So this was a use case where a self-paced program made sense based on who the client is and the transformation they're on the path to achieving. It's a rule of thumb that mini courses with specific tangible wins can often be self-paced, but most larger programs with a bigger or longer transformation do better with a little extra zhuzh. Now, if you're in a position where you realize, oh man, my curriculum on its own, what I've been thinking was a course, doesn't give my students the result I'm hoping for them, then let's ascend to layer 2, which is infusing experiences. Students crave experience. This is where it gets personal. Your learners don't just want information, they want transformation. And oftentimes, transformation happens fastest through immersion. They need experience that wraps around the curriculum or course, where the curriculum will tell them what to do. The experience invites them to feel it, to practice it, to live it, to integrate it into their life. So consider this. How could you take your information and make it experiential? Some examples include conversations with peers, real-time feedback as they begin to implement the work, visualizations, meditations, and embodiment work. A space, an online space where their real life and learning connect. Custom AI tools that guide reflection or lead meditations. For example, you can have an AI journaling assistant that helps students uncover emotional blocks. As an example, let's talk about Biddy Tarot's Transformational Tarot Coaching Certification Program. Yes, it is a mouthful. We call it TTC internally. Bridget, who's the CEO of Biddy Tarot, she reached out as she was embarking on building this high ticket program. This program, Transformational Tarot Coaching, it's a certification. It's for people who understand and use tarot in their everyday life, but they want to build a coaching business with tarot as a main tool. And she had this incredible curriculum already laid out. Like, she's been doing this a long time. She's a pro. And she wanted to make sure it was as experiential as possible. If you run a certification program, then you know the goal here is not just to help them learn what they need to learn, but be able to teach other people and to facilitate their clients to get the same transformation that the leader, that the person leading certification, in this case Bridget, can provide. And so of course we got to make it experiential, right? Some of the things we included were visualizations, meditations, embodiment work, but we also decided to create a safe space for the students to practice with one another in what we're calling coaching labs. So again, when we're thinking about adding in this second tier, first we have the curriculum. Now we're adding on experience to help integrate and embody that work in their everyday life. But there's a third opportunity here, which is when you layer on support. This is where the rubber meets the road. While the experience, level 2, makes the learning real, support is what ensures that they stick with it. This isn't just about creating engaging content. This is about building a container where your students are seen, they're guided, and they're not left behind. Think of these support structures as like scaffolding around your content. For example, custom AI tools trained on your content to give context-based reminders, answer questions, or recommend what to do next, like a 24/7 support coach built from your brain. And yes, this exists where I can have a phone call with my AI coach and say, hey, will you call me back in a week so that I am being held accountable? Pretty cool. You can also do live Q&A sessions that not only is a knowledge transfer, but it also creates this energetic transfer if we woo out for a second together. You can provide accountability pods, re-engagement campaigns that actually work. Like, for example, everyone does ads for the selling and launching of their program. Why not do retargeting ads reminding your students to do their quote homework? Cheap, affordable, probably helps them get better results. Can you imagine being on Instagram and then, oh, your coach is right there on an ad saying, hey, get off Instagram and go complete your homework this week? Pretty cool opportunities we got here. Another good example of layering support are in-person intensives that help anchor transformation. Like, there's literally so many ways to do this, but I'll give you one example, which is Johnny Stevens's Composite Confidence Accelerator. We're currently building this with Johnny right now. We just finished his first module. He teaches cosmetic dentistry techniques, and we embedded into his curriculum a live weekly structure that gives students chances to submit their own work on veneers, composite, etc., for feedback. Now, that's just one example of how we're layering in support, but that level of tailored support and accountability positions his brand as premium and results driven. It's totally different than what else is out there in the dental education market. And the students in that program also have an opportunity to come to an in-person event and train with Johnny, like hands-on, but they have to show that they've completed a certain amount of the program and they've submitted a certain amount of work in order to even like unlock that opportunity. So again, leveraging this really desirable opportunity as a way to keep students accountable, and it's also a support structure. So support in general, right? It's what builds safety. It's what creates consistency for your students. It helps them feel that momentum. And without it, even great experiences can fizzle out depending on the level of transformation that your offer promises, which all of this comes back to that is what's the level of transformation that your offer is promising, and then deciding how much to include or not based on what that promise is. So these things, they're not extras. They're the difference between content and creating change. So remember, you don't want a course. You want students who get results. And your course is a vehicle to get students results. How much experiential learning you infuse into it, how much support you infuse into it, is dependent on that transformation that the student is aiming at achieving. And there's also other vehicles, right? Like books are vehicles for change, group programs, retreats, masterminds. It's not so much about the format as the finish line. And if you want to get to the finish line of having your course fully built, curriculum, experiences, support structures included, we can help. We've got 2 powerful pathways to get your course done, whether you're building for the first time or revamping a program that's underperforming or that you just know needs an uplift. First, we have our signature group program that walks you through every stage of building or revamping a transformational offer. This is beta launching in July. You can check out the link below. You'll get expert guidance, collaborative feedback, and co-creation support from concept to ready to enroll course. And this is perfect for coaches, consultants, and creatives, healers who are ready to build or revamp their program, but they want help in doing it, meaning they're down to do the work themselves, but they just want guidance, process, and expert eyes. Again, waitlist link is below. It's up now, and you'll be the first to know when the doors open as a founding member at the lowest rate it'll ever be. In real time, I am modeling how to beta launch a thing. Now, for those who want a white glove experience, again, whether you're starting fresh or your course needs a full rework, we will build your entire program, strategy, structure, scripts, slides, assets, tech, all of it done for you so that you can stay in your zone of genius and show up only when your presence is essential. And if you're interested in that, then book a discovery call with me. Yes, it's actually me who takes those calls. So if you want that finish line, course done, dusted, in sight, and you want the momentum to cross it, we've got you, boo. Let's build something unforgettable. If this video has been helpful, hit that subscribe button, drop a comment below, and tell me what's one experience you could layer into your program this week to uplevel student success, and I will see you there.